Well, we're just hours away really now from the start of pre-season. The players will report back for the preparations for what's going to be an incredibly tough championship campaign, but Gareth Southgate certainly remains optimistic that it's a campaign that Middlesbrough can thrive in and perhaps come out on top. It's not going to be easy, and the difficulty at the moment is to really judge who's going to be available, not only for the first game against Sheffield United, which is coming up pretty quickly, but also the games after the transfer deadline at the end of August. As things stand at the moment, there haven't been too many comings and goings. Of course, they've signed Yates, and people are quite excited about the prospect of seeing him play. He's an energetic player who can play on either flank and in midfield, and really are behind the front two in the whole. So he presents some options. Of course, we're not sure yet who he's going to be playing with. Stuart Downing's still at the club, of course, are indeed all of the club's valuable players. The likes of Tunjai is still here. We thought he might go, but Boro still haven't received any firm bids for him. We'll see how Stuart Downing comes on when he gets fit. He's on course, which is good news. And we're also going to have people like David Weed to hopefully fit for the start of the season. So Boro could have a very strong side for the first game. How pre-season goes really will depend on, I suppose, who comes in and out, the sort of interest we get in players, which can unsettle people. The only person we've seen go so far, of course, is Ross Turnbull, who's signed for Chelsea. A little bit of a surprise that in terms of the level of club he's attracted, but it also perhaps shows just how good he is as a goalkeeper. And I think a lot of us feel that Middlesbrough really missed the trick not keeping Ross Turnbull. And it's not been wise after the event. A lot of people felt that this time last year he should have been offered a new contract extension of perhaps 2 or 3 years. The club had decided then that they were going to go with Jones and Turnbull, so why not back themselves by offering them both deals very early in the summer, having them tied up. And now, of course, if there'd been interest in Turnbull, they would have had to, clubs would have had to part with a lot of money to buy him. As it is, a great asset's gone for free, and that's disappointing. 24-year-old, his best years ahead of him. A lot of fans felt he did really well last season before he was replaced by Brad Jones in the goals. But that's history now. He's gone. We're looking ahead. As I said, Mark Yates has come in from Colchester. And what else is happening? Well, we're looking at the TV fixtures have been announced, and the first game of the season will be Sheffield United, as we know, but that's going to be on a Friday night now, and that is a little bit of a disappointment for some people. People really look forward to that 3 o'clock kick-off on the first Saturday, but TV, of course, calls the shots, and that will now be a Friday night fixture, and we're all gearing up for that. Pre-season wise, there isn't too much to shout about. Boro have got a lot of low-key matches. The likes of Millwall away, Macclesfield, they're going up to Dumbarton for a Scottish training camp and playing a match up there. Carlisle, Darlington. Hopefully Boro won't be undercooked for the start of the season, but they're certainly not going to be playing what you'd class as a top draw competitive opposition. But I'm sure a club like Millwall will certainly give them a tough examination. They're a decent side, they just missed out on the playoffs last season. So that will be a tough fixture. Apart from that, it's going to be really a case of getting a unit to gel together, and of course pre-season training is all about getting players fit and raring to go. We're still all excited about the forthcoming season. We've still got a few weeks to go, and I'm sure there'll be a lot more transfer market activity and things to talk and write about as the days and weeks go ahead of that big kick-off against Sheffield United.